Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why Deontay Wilder lost his lost his belt, lost his dignity in the same night. Deont, it's a little thing called preparation. There's another thing called anxiety. Listen, let me let that sink in for a minute. When you when you doing something, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I talked to a nigga today. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I had a court case years ago. I was like a parking attendant years ago. I let these motherfuckers from West Baltimore break into this machine, steal all kind of shit. They worked there. They broke the glass. They broke the soda machine, candy stole everything out there, and left the glass everywhere. And I was working there, y'all. And so in the morning time when the was at University of Maryland, morning time when the doctors and everybody start going in the machine, what happened to the machine? I said, I don't know. They said that's what you're here for, park a tickets and protect the machine. How you don't know what happened? So, make a long story short, they called the police. Called the police. That morning they locked me up. Campus police, University of Maryland campus police locked me up. My brother and my father came pick me up, got me out. I had a court date. I had two court dates. I didn't show up with a lawyer. I just thought that shit was bullshit. I was gonna try it one day. The last time I had a nigga from Lexington Terrace named Alwie was trying to be my lawyer, and they said, "Hell," I told him no, but he came up there and started talking. They said, "Hell no, get out of here." That's the second time they said, "Yo, get the fuck out of here, man. Go get a lawyer, man. They trying to get you 6 months." But I had no record. But you gonna get some time. So I left out of there. Make a long story short, I came back a third time. No lawyer. They locked everybody up that had more than two postponements without a lawyer. They don't care what the excuse is. They going to jail. They locked everybody up. They called my name. I never got up. I wait to the next recess in the court, and told my mom, went crying to my mom like a little baby, like a little bitch. My mom called her lawyer, Kendall. He went down there. He went down there and got the shit kicked out. That's all I had to do was pay a fine. But I was nervous as shit. When they would start locking everybody up and they called my name, I didn't even move. I didn't have to check in. Nobody didn't know who I was because I ain't have a lawyer. Why would I check in? Because I ain't got no fucking lawyer. But I was nervous as shit. I looked at like Deontay Wilder was when he fought Tyson Fury. He wasn't prepared. When you know you got a test, something coming up, you got to do something great. It's like take the nursing exam. Like taking a nursing exam. I remember I took my RN exam. I wasn't nervous. I was so relaxed. It was people. It was in the testing center. It was in people in there testing bullets. It was all professionals in there. People taking LPN. People taking RN. People taking the bar exam. People taking all kind of exams in there. But some people were stressed. Some people was like laid back, and we all sit up there like, what you doing? You going to law, or what you a nurse, or you're a licensed medical nurse, or you're RN, or you're a pharmacist. Everybody was in there taking different tests, professionals, and they're taking tests. But a lot of people, if you ain't prepared, you gonna get nervous. Deontay Wilder didn't prepare for Tyson Fury. That's why he looked at like shit. That's why he looked at so spaced out in there. It wasn't no pixie dust. He was spaced out and he was scared from lack of preparation, anxiety. When Fury started coming to him, the first few minutes of Fury walking to him, he knew he was fucked. He knew the whole LDBC was watching him. He knew all his critics was watching. He knew his family was watching. And he felt like, yeah, I'm about to let everybody down. I'm about to get knocked out in this bitch. And anxiety and doubt and anxiety creeped in. He got scared. He got cotton mouth. His mouth got real dry. His legs got real wobbly. His stomach was tied up in knots, and he wasn't the same person from anxiety, lack of preparation. It don't have anything to do with a floppy glove. It don't have anything to do with floppy gloves because as Wilder was prepared, if he hit that roll and was in tremendous shape and was and knew and was practicing combinations, setting traps and throwing combinations and being on balance, working on his rhythm. Wilder don't have no rhythm. Wilder should be fighting inside of a rhythm, breaking rhythm, setting traps, breaking rhythm with a good jab, footwork, moving around the ring. Tyson come in throwing three pieces, four pieces at him. Going to Tyson Fury body is wide open. Footwork, everything. Changing up his jab, changing up the speed of his punches. Stop throwing all these haymakers. Stop being so predictable. He need to be working on nail type of skills that won't take him long to develop. Letting his hands go, being on balance, and all these things that's gonna help him be Fury. It won't take much because he got the power of God in his motherfucking right hand. So he don't have to worry about much but the fundamentals. Mayweather, just like Mayweather said, that's all. Like he said, he need to make the fundamentals. And I've been saying that forever. That's all the nigga need to work on, the fundamentals. With that God gifted power, he's a God gifted athlete. He's a God gifted athlete. He can fight. He can fight in any era. A 6'7" monster with a powerful right hand. They got lightning bolts in it. He could fought Joe Louis. He could have fought Mike Tyson. He could fought anybody. He could even fight Muhammad Ali with that power. But he got to work on the fundamentals and the stupid ass. The stupid ass LDBC niggas talking about, yeah, that's all it takes is one. He got to be perfect for 1 second. No, 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 no. If he keep fighting like that, his fucking record gonna look like a social security number. It's gonna look like a social security number. He gonna have double digits. He gonna have double digit losses. If he keep fighting that way, it don't have anything to do when Mayweather got hurt way worse than him when Zab Judah hauled off and hit him in his fucking nuts hard as shit and then banged him in the back of the head hard as a motherfucker. I knew he was seeing stars. Imagine seeing stars and your dick hurting and your nuts hurting at the same time. Mayweather was fucked up. I never see Mayweather that hurt since. He was so hurt. He was staggering. He could not walk, but he got it together and was still, for the last 2-3 rounds, beat the shit out of Judah. I guess he wasn't trying to stop him. He lost his momentum. And I guess he ain't trying to stop him because he probably didn't know what the fuck Judah was going to do next. Judah was going to fuck the fight up. So he just beat him. He just went and got the victory and got the fuck up out of there. The real if I'm going to give y'all an example. Now, he hit Mayweather in the nuts hard as a motherfucker and bang him back in the head. What Mayweather did, he just boxed his ass. If Tyson Fury had a floppy glove, how fast can a floppy glove be? That's like a disadvantage. That's all you can do is roll that floppy glove, block it, and counter it with a jab to the body and a straight right hand to the head. That's easy to catch a flappy glove. Is not that fucking fast. You flick that shit out there. You roll up under, come over with the right, be on balance, to cut, make pivot and go right to the body. Then go pivot. Use your footwork. You athletic. You fast. Use your wheels. Use your legs. Use your jab. Use your range. Come run the range. Stay on balance. And do your thing. But no, you want to do be all sloppy and throw one punch at a time and think that's going to get you out of every fight. No, you got exposed, and you couldn't take it. You couldn't face reality that you didn't prepare, and you look like shit. So you try to make excuses for the shit, but excuses only thing excuses do is make you look dumb and childish. But that's the real reason anxiety kicked in, because of lack of preparation. That's what happened to his ass, man. And that's the God heaven's truth. And Stone, that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold says so.